everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Lunar New Year. Hope you're having a great weekend and starts of the week if it's already tomorrow. If it's already Monday for you. How's it going, everybody? I'm Jack, UI UX designer, illustrator, animator, donut connoisseur. Really close to the camera today, but that's okay. Streaming right after Sarah. Sarah Mapes was live right before me. So if you're hopping over from Sarah's stream, hello and welcome. We've got Richard, we've got Odari, we've got Adobe Live. Yes, indeed. We've got Stein. Greetings from Stavanger in Norway. Welcome from Norway. Unicorns hopping from stream to stream. Gareth's here. Welcome, everybody. Odari, Unicorn, and Gareth are also streamers here on Behance, so be sure to check them out. I'm going to switch over to my screen so we can get started right into it today, because we're going to be working on the rabbit that we started for Lunar New Year. As I promised, I made some progress on this, getting the base fill colors in. I'm still not 100% satisfied with how the wave kind of ended up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add probably some more water onto that. I've been trying to figure out like where the wave should go, and I think it should be here. There should be one here. Yes? I need some surfing experts to help me out with that, but there might be some like additional, I don't know, water or something coming up on the sides. I'm not sure yet. Welcome, Christine. How's it going? Yeah, so this is what we're gonna be working with. I'm probably gonna change this to use colored line instead of black, but from yesterday to today, to give everybody kind of a recap of what we've been working on, we started out with, give you the whole overview, name your layers, going back down to our original sketches here. Oh, now we've got notes everywhere. These were the original sketches that we did on the iPad, and we brought them over to the desktop, and took some notes here. We added some color experimentation along with the original sketches to kind of get an idea of what color palette we wanted. Everybody kind of voted on those, A, B, or C. A was the winner with 6 votes. The others had 1 vote and 2 votes, and also Bliss suggested that we add some contrast to that one to kind of help it stand out. So we started drawing the rabbit yesterday, just kind of working right over top of that sketch. And then this is where we ended up basically yesterday. I did go in and kind of finish up some of the details so we could get right into it today, but these were the colors that we kind of landed on. I actually added them over here. I'm going to put them in their own group so that I can kind of separate them from the colors. These color swatches are like this because that's how they appear from Illustrator on the iPad. They kind of come with their own built-in color swatches, so actually I'm just going to hide all of that. We're just going to bring this front and center here. I'm going to turn on scale strokes and effects for the time being because I do want to actually scale them all up with my illustration here, so we'll work with something a little bit larger. Gareth and Oliver and everybody saying hi. We're also streaming over on Twitch and on YouTube. We're simulcasting over there as well if you want to go hang out with Nick over on Twitch or on YouTube. Nick is moderating both the chats. So the first thing that I think I want to do, and this is just kind of a personal preference, like I said, I think I want to use colored line work. We've already kind of got the light color in the background because we want to push that back. But I do want to maybe use a colored line as well. So, let's grab our black line here. And we could go with like a darker red. Where is best to be? Stein is asking. Twitch, YouTube, or Behance? Behance is the place to be. That's generally what I'm paying the most attention to, and that's where I say our Behance fam jam is. So that's probably your best bet to hang out with everybody. And then for this board, I wanted to do like a split color, so I'm gonna take line work in here. I'm gonna isolate this for a sec. I'm just gonna grab both of these lines. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's group these. I basically want to cut out from the center of this original shape here, so it'll make more sense in a minute. I'm going to use the Pathfinder. How are you doing today, though, Stein? Let me know in the chat what you're up to. There we go. Now we've got. It's actually the opposite of what I wanted to do. I wanted to do like from the center here. We can kind of decide if we want the outside of our surfboard to be a different color. Like, do we want the outside to be darker or lighter? Or a different color altogether? Let me know in the chat. We can do yellow. Ooh, do yellow? Maybe? How do we feel about that? Stein says, it is 10 p.m. here, dark hours, but I plan to go to bed about 12 p.m. p.m. or a.m.? 12 a.m.? That's late. Maybe. I'm not actually sure if I like the two color, if I want to do something else. What if we try? Nope, I want the stroke. Purple. Blue. I'm gonna darken this a little bit more. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll use the same dark blue. So I'll actually add this to my swatches. Pull it down here. And then I'm actually gonna add this as well. Red board, pink board looks pretty good. Alright, we'll stick with that for the time being. And then I'm gonna also change my line work on this. I grouped all this for the time being because I was experimenting with colors, but here we go, blue for that. And then I'm also gonna use dark blue here. Actually, let me undo all of that. I'm gonna put this whole layer behind my line work, and that will solve the problem. There we go. How do we feel about those colors? Alright, well, I want to start on this. And the rabbit on the background. Lots of decisions to make. Don't mind me, I'm just thinking if I want to work on the rabbit or if I want to work on the moon cake. Also have to figure out how to handle the inside of the ears. Unicorn likes it. Might be easier now that I have some color in here to add in the ears. Since before it just wasn't really working for me. Let's do this and I'll make an adjustment to the ears. What are you working on today, Stein? Anything good? Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Have anything exciting planned for the week? Let's go with maybe... I need to look up rabbit ears. I'm probably gonna get antenna. Oh, there we go. They kind of have like a lighter inside edge. Let's try this. Let's go light pink, which is gonna look terrible for the moment, but then I'm gonna add like a highlight on them. Okay, I can't see this color, so I'll make it dark again for my sanity. This is gonna be trying to get the right color. Actually, let's try this. Let's go full, and let's try mixing these colors a little bit instead. I think that looks pretty good, actually. Let's see what it looks like. I'm just gonna put this on here. I want to see what it looks like with both ears done. That's pretty good. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with that. There we go. I'm gonna have to lock this background so it accidentally keeps getting selected. I'm working on the desktop today. This was started on the iPad though. Alright. actually think I'm gonna merge these two back together and do the similar type of a shape. I'm not as happy with the shape. I like this one better. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. There we go. And we'll make this the same. Someone's eating waffles? Adara digs outline color on the rabbit. Thank you. I was hoping to incorporate more of the red, like I mentioned at the end of the stream yesterday. Stein is working as an old school programmer. I made a simple 2D game with mirrors and a laser cannon and some stationary enemies to shoot at. I added sound today. That sounds really cool, Stein. I use GIMP, Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, and Paint. Umacore needs a waffle, BRB, and Oliver says, I can't eat waffles this late. The sugar would keep me awake half the night. Oh, I could eat waffles anytime. Corey says, I had a waffle this morning. Corey, you did have a waffle this morning. This is a fact. Alright, the other thing that I want to do is I do want to incorporate some of that, I believe somebody referred to it might have been Corey, as the, what? I'm never going to be able to get it back. Essentially, though, the, let's go here. There it is. Oh, now it's not here. Well, the, what you guys were calling the screen print look or something like that, where there's some, like, edge bleed. We are gonna do that again. I'm gonna add like some highlight edges to this rabbit all the way around the entire thing. So I'm just gonna pull this down a little bit. Alright, and obviously we need to make some adjustments, but you see the idea here that I'm going to be working with. Clean some of this up here. Stein can't eat waffles anymore. Oh no, why is that, Stein? Do you have like a gluten allergy or something like that? And we're just gonna cut this here and here. Delete this. Join. I'm gonna bring these two together. But we're also gonna cut this from over here. Richard says, this looks amazing, Jack Watson. Hey everyone. Richard saying, I'm working on something, but still here. Glad you're loving it. And let us know what you're working on, Richard. Is there anything exciting? I'm just kind of generically going in here, and then I'll merge all these pieces together. Just like that, and then we can kind of clean up the top part. Fun fact about the background, the logo is a cheese logo in Norway. Tyne Ost, Tyne cheese. I was going for the background, I was going for a moon cake, because the design that I used is like a very common pattern in mooncake pastries. Have you ever had those for the Lunar New Year? The pattern's meant to look like green tea leaves, but I suppose that there's probably quite a few. It's a pretty generic kind of like design, so I'd imagine there's quite a few kind of designs. So Odara says, here's a fun fact I learned about rabbits today. The idea of Bugs Bunny eating carrots came from a movie that Clark Gable was in. He ate a carrot in a scene. Carrots are not a rabbit thing to eat. I feel like I've heard that rabbits don't actually eat carrots before, but I didn't know that it was like the source of the mythology was from a Clark Gable film. Alright, so we've got a little bit of a highlight edge going on here. We're going to add more shading details as we go along, but I did want to bring that back in, and I think that's something that will kind of keep consistent. I'll go through maybe and do all of the edges of the shapes like this, just so that we don't lose that thought. Unicorn did not get a waffle. Got milk instead. Well, that's very different, but I mean, did you at least get like a snack to go with it, Unicorn? I know everybody in Sarah Mape's stream before me was talking about food. Bartozzi? Is that how you pronounce that? Bartozzi, hello and welcome. Oliver says they mainly eat grass or hay, the rabbits. Yeah, I think they, I have seen that the hay that they eat at the pet store. A specific variety that the name escapes me. It's probably, Stein says salad leaf. Yeah, I think they eat leaves too. I'm not totally sure about the diets of, rabbits, but... And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna copy and paste, and you'll see kind of what I mean in a minute. Actually, I need to find a reference of a surfboard. I want to make sure I'm getting the lighting right, just in case Sean comes in and is like, that's not what a surfboard looks like. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna do a sort of surfboard. Yeah, because I have this like raised edge in the middle, it looks like. Maybe, or like slight indent, which is what my line is for right now. So what I'm gonna do, knowing that, is I'm actually gonna copy my line, paste. I'm going to isolate this path. I'm going to add like a small highlight to the top here to kind of indicate that raised edge. And I'm going to also use my yellow. Put this in front. And we'll lighten it a little bit. Maybe. So we're trying to keep all of our highlights to be this kind of like yellow color. I like that idea. Maybe let's do a couple things here. I'm gonna add a large highlight. It's gonna be a little bit softer. And maybe a harder highlight as well. So I'm gonna draw a large shape out here. Hello, Frank. How's it going? And grab our yellow. And then we'll make a smaller one. Keeping that idea. Richard says, I want to teach a rabbit to surf now. Well, we were talking about earlier, a couple streams ago, about how there is a type of rabbit called the marsh rabbit that does like swim. So you wouldn't be wrong. Although marsh rabbits have smaller ears, as we found out. And so they tend to look more rodent-like and less rabbit-like, and so I kind of... It's a our friend here is named a Marshmallow. Thanks to Corey in the chat. But Marshmallow is a marsh rabbit in spirit. You know what? I think I need to make a group here for my fills. You can see my fills are getting a little crazy. So I'm gonna just go in here. Paste this in front. And you know, let's just go maybe. That looks okay. Let's see, it looks like blue. Blue looks better. Alright, I was gonna explain to you what I've got going on here. So, how I'm kind of working, let me just double check to make sure I've got everything organized still. Looks like I've got some stray, yeah, these ears here. I'm gonna group these ears. I promise you this has a point. Alright, I'm gonna put these in my face group here. Alright, so I have everything kind of separated out here. So the first thing here is rabbit line. And then we've got face. And then below here we'll call this, we'll just group both of these. I'm going to call this rabbit fills. I like to keep my fills separated from my surfboard line. That way I can work kind of underneath my line work on any kind of like shading I need to add. Fills. And we've got water. Line. Water. Fills. This is just so that, and this is mooncake. Line. This will, as I'm working, hopefully help you to see what I'm doing. When I like move things around all over the place. Odari, the girls say hi, Jack. The younger granddaughter thinks you can see her. Hello, Odari's minions. Welcome to the stream. Now everybody's gonna be saying hi to Odari's granddaughters. Welcome to the stream. What kind of trouble are y'all getting into this evening? But yes, I do like the sunshine. The sunshiny look. Somebody said it looks like sunshine. Yep. Stein says, Ojari, yes, but it kind of feels like it to us. We respond to. Yeah, I will catch myself every once in a while saying it is nice to see all of you lovely people in the chat, but I usually can't see all of you lovely people. I can just, like, see your text conversations. Although Odari is a streamer here on Behance, so I can actually see Odari from time to time. On the weekends, at least. Nick says, popping into main chat to wish everyone a happy Lunar New Year, and this bunny is a radical sign that the year is going to be a good one. Hop hop, folks. Yeah! Thanks, Nick. Welcome. Nick is hanging out mostly, I think, over on Twitch and YouTube, so if you want to say hi to Nick, go hop over there. See what I did? Alright, I'm going to move back up to the rabbit now, and I want to do something with the cheeks. But I don't know what. The rabbit cheeks. We need to have a little pink nose. Let me think about this. If I want to go like Stance's fluffy bunny cheeks, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what if I want to make the whole sort of area down here overall lighter, just give it like a lighter fill to begin with, and then build up some from there. And I'm gonna make my life easier to do that by grabbing all of these shapes. Joining them. You can already kind of see what it looks like, right? As a start. Alright, let's go back out. I'm gonna lock my rabbit line work. Obviously becomes an issue on this side. So we're gonna have to contend with that. That's weird. It's like flipping my start and end point. Let's switch that. Just getting it lined up pretty close here. And then for this, we're going to use a similar style here. I realized that it didn't actually save that, so I'm going to go grab that color again in a second. I want this color. And then we're going to pull this up a little bit. You know what? I have a thought. No, that looks pretty good. Aleem says, nice bunny. Thanks, Aleem. I am trying to think how I want to handle this area up here in particular. on both sides. And then there will be another area that's sort of lighter towards the center of this. So let's bring this back up. I want this color specifically. Oh, no, I don't. Maybe I do want this color. Annika said I missed the waffles being served in chat. I don't know if Umacorn didn't come back with waffles. Umacorn came back with cornflakes, so yes. There are no waffles. The waffles are a lie. Welcome, Annika. Annika's also a streamer here on Behance. I'm gonna actually cut this up here because we need to add in. This needs to be lighter. Another little rabbit friend here. And this is actually gonna extend a little bit down. So we'll do that. Oh, accidentally. I gotta lock my rabbit line work layer again. It's getting a little crazy. I'm gonna pull this up and across. There's like a little bit of a dark, I don't know what you call that, like area that kind of spreads out from that line there, kind of joining it together. That makes sense. Where is this random line that needs to go in my surfboard layer? Oh, Dara's asking how the weather is. Yeah, I think Sarah already mentioned how the weather is here by us. It is terrible. It's snowing like crazy here. Hopefully it's better by you, Annika. Hopefully it's better by you, Odari. Unless you all plan on going out and playing in the snow, in which case I hope you get all of the snow. There we go. And then we're gonna make this area here lighter. So a little bit of a highlight, and I think I want it to extend down. I'm gonna just draw in both sets of shapes first, I think. I feel like I've kind of lost it a little bit on this side, but that's okay. We can adjust. Nope. Nope. There we go. Make this color. There we go. I don't know what happened here. It's been snowing all day, Annika says. Yep. Yep, it has. Oh, well, you didn't let me know there was another anchor handle there, Illustrator. There we go. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. That's more what I had in mind. I know that this bottom area down here doesn't really have any definition. I need to go back in and add some, like, fluffy lines? Technical term. So that looks a bit more like it should. I also need to pull this in. Clean this up a little bit. Or not. My brain can't decide where it wants to put this line. Sarah says, hello, sorry I'm late. I needed a break from my stream for a moment. I am tired. Yep. Freezing fog? Frank says 0 degrees. We are waiting for new snow tomorrow. And Oliver's saying we had a freezing fog morning today and tomorrow. No snow though. Does that just like mean that when you go outside, if you breathe in the air, it just like freezes you? Like what is a freezing fog? Not gonna lie, Oliver, sounds terrifying. 0 degrees Celsius, 32. You're pretty close to where we are, Frank. Here for the fluffy lines. You know it. We'll add some of those in right now. I used to do nothing but what's the word I'm looking for? Like sharp points. And then I've been doing nothing but like these round style ones for a while now. It's been my jam. I don't know why. I got tired of drawing sharp points. Here we are. Year of the fluffy lines. Let's use the shape builder. We don't use the shape builder enough. I'm just thinking what I want to do next with this. Actually, I needed this after the weekend I had. Oh no. I hope you didn't. I hope your weekend wasn't bad, Annika. I hope it's on the way to being better. I should say. I had the brief thought there for a moment, if you wondered why I paused and then started working again, that I should probably work on adding the overall shading instead of noodling around here, but here we are. We will deal with the consequences. Mostly, what I need to figure out to do next is this fluffy bit here. We need to like figure out, actually make the definition for that. And like I said, I got a couple stitches on my left hand and I had to go to the ER. Oh no! Yes, better know there's not a glass shard in it. Oh, that sounds terrible. What happened? Like, you don't have to tell me, obviously, but that sounds really bad. Yes, I made this color again because I think I want it to be more orange than red on the face. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Just get a nice mix that isn't so red. The red wasn't working for me. That's a little bit better. Eric says, oh, my glass cooktop looked cracked, but it was actually broken. Oh, yikes. I too have a glass, electric cooktop. And I now will be worried about it breaking on me. I almost wonder if I should color this by hand instead. Like by, not by using swatches, but actually like color it. 'Cause it's not achieving the color that I want. What are you doing? What you doing, Illustrator? That's closer to what I had in mind. Something like this. Everybody's saying, get better soon, Annika. Sorry, Annika. Thacker, welcome, and goodbye. Is it you have announced your departure from the stream? Okay, that looks good. I messed around with that for too long. Yeah, get better soon, Annika. That's really unfortunate. Alright, we should do some of the major shading on this rabbit before I get completely distracted. So, we're gonna have... This is lit from behind, and so we're gonna have a shadow under here for the arm. But it's actually gonna be heavier on the opposite side here. This time, we're kind of thinking about how the lighting will work. It'll actually be darker here. This might need some work. If I had pieced this out more and done like the arms separate, I would have saved myself a lot of time. Annika is saying, I have StreamYard, but I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm using text to speech. Oh no! Well, there's two ways. Maybe you could get, like, somebody to, like, assist you with the stream somehow. I don't know if that would be better or worse, to try to, like, teach somebody what you needed to do. Or you could potentially also, like, use it as a learning opportunity to be like, these are the accessibility features that are available. You know, if that's, you know, something that you think would work. Wow, that turned out not good. But that's okay. We'll fix it. That's better. I think that this needs to be smaller, and these need to come up higher. I got a little bit too crazy with that shadow. Maybe it'll look better once we add more shading. I was trying to like separate the arm out there. Maybe it just looks weird because I don't have any other shading on the rabbit. And backlit subjects are more difficult. And because that's a good idea. Yeah, I should do a stream with no shortcuts. No shortcuts. I'm just going to add in a generic shadow for now. This would make a great sticker, Odari says. Well, that's a good idea. I did last year, I did a sticker for the Lunar New Year thing. No, it was the year. I keep thinking it was last year. I don't know. I said this before. I don't know what happened. But, like, I do not remember doing a Lunar New Year stream last year. I don't think we did. Regardless, this is coming up too high. It needs to be lower. I did a... Lost my train of thought. The year of the ox we did stickers and stuff for, and I did, I donated the profits to the Stop Asian Hate organization at the time, because that was also the year that there was a lot of bad stuff happening in the world. So we could do something like that again. And then I think we need to kind of do the same thing up here. Okay, just kind of continuing the thought. This is the top edge also. And we'll have it come down. We'll see how this looks. We'll see if it looks good or not. I do want to have a shadow here as well. And because I do like the shadow, thanks! I need to have this come down lower. I want to have down. I'm just trying to figure out where my shadow needs to generally go. I think for this, the shadow actually needs to come up higher. I know this is looking really weird, but just trust me. These. Because it's going to be a little bit more, I feel like, shadow up higher because of where the face comes down on this side, but I'm still trying to keep in mind that my highlights are going to fall to these outside edges because it's backlit. So, something to contend with. I can't see because this is in the way. Oliver's saying, yeah, if you don't feel like you have to push yourself to the stream, if you don't feel it up to it, though, healing is more important. That's true. You could certainly, I'm sure find a way to compromise on it or something like that. Like, These are very generic shadows still. And none on the arm, only to add one there too. Oh, Richard, thank you so much for the follow. Let me give you a little follow here in a sec. A little follower pop up. Odar says, do you make stickers from home, Jack? I have done stickers from home before. Now that I have the big printer and the Cricut. I haven't done many, though. So, I did a couple that were done with the, pen tool on the Cricut, drawing it out and cutting out stickers. And then I don't have any other ones handy, so we did the little owl. But I did another set of stickers. I printed something out and then cut it on the Cricut. I don't remember. But in order to make stickers from home, you have to be able to, you have to print, like, do the actual, like, prints, on the sticker paper, separate, and then cut everything. And if you're putting, like, a second laminated film over top, and do all of that with the Cricut. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I think it's easier to do sticker sheets than individual stickers. But I digress. Speaking of being backlit, I think we have to, I'm gonna put in the shadow for this rabbit. And there's two ways I could go about doing this. I don't think that the method that I've shown before on stream of like pre-transforming is gonna work. Because you can see my feet don't line up. Oh, well, maybe. Actually, this might work. Yeah, we'll go with it actually. So I like to use the free transform tool occasionally when it works out. It doesn't work out in all cases. To add a cast shadow here of my rabbit. Need to fix the foot on this side, but let's see. I'm gonna add a shadow, and then I'm gonna clip it to my board, and then we're gonna use a opacity mask. I'm gonna set that up right away here. -45? There we go. It's actually closer to 90. Nah, -70. Pretty close. Alright. I'm gonna select both, and I'm gonna go to... Where are you? Where is transparency? Make this. This here. Might not be able to see it very well because it's so close to the edge. Alright, we also need to bring this behind. This might not end up being, I might change this. I'm not sure if I like it. Yeah, it needs like some adjustments that I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do with the, it needs to come up a lot more. Angled more. There we go. it's a good start. I'll put it that way. Richard's back at my computer and overheat. Oh, back. My computer overheated. Oh no! Sorry to hear that, Richard. Richard. Oh, I called you Richard. Richard's another streamer. Alright, streamer. Richard's another friend from the chat. I think in this you are Richard. Getting people mixed up. Odari says, I have a brother scan and cut. Everything he says how to make stickers. Yeah, it's the same process, Odari. The brother scan and cut is just another vinyl cutter style thing, and so yeah, you have to print. The Cricut doesn't do like ink printing, it just does cutting. So you have to do, well, it does. It has a couple of other things, fancy things you can do with it. Like, you can do foil transfer, like there's a foil, I just got a foil transfer kit. And you can also do stuff with like the pen, and also there's like transferable ink sheets I think you can use as well to like, I assume it's like heat transfer, or I'm not really sure how those work. Those are a relatively new thing, I think. I'm not sure how the transferable ink works, but I know they have some kind of other fancy thing. But yeah, otherwise, if you're doing stickers, you have to print them out separate and then cut them out on the Cricut. But you still have to have like sticker paper, and then you have to put the it's not like laminate, it's like clear coat essentially as a sheet over top. So yeah, I hope that helps. Oh no, Richard. I shall plead to the computer gods to make it last. Yeah, there you go. Alright, this looks pretty good. What do I want to do next? I need to add some additional shadows to the rabbit. So we also need to add a shadow that goes kind of like right under here. I'm just gonna draw one. I'm gonna add another shape in the middle. And I like to, and this is just a personal preference, kind of do something like this on the edges of the neck to make it not so aggressive. And that might not work with how I have this set up. No, it looks like it works. And we'll add a little shadow underneath that rabbit's face. Oh, now it looks a little bit weird because there's just like this weird hole in the middle. I think there needs to be an overall darker value like through the middle here. Minus the feet. So sort of like trying to follow my light. And then I'm gonna go back up here. Oh, that's hard to see. I would have to adjust the colors though. I don't know if I mentioned that since we're talking about making this into a sticker. If I was making this particular design into a sticker, I might run into some issues because I've chose very vibrant colors. You should always know the final output when you're making something so that you don't have to go and like compromise on colors like I might potentially have to. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna ignore the hand for now. I'm gonna have this come down. Across and up. I know it looks crazy. This is just how I personally work. I don't know if this is how other people work in Illustrator when doing shading. Maybe not. Maybe this is all crazy, but I don't know, this is how I do my shading. It makes no sense until it does. Can't we just use the outline of the hand to cut out after with the shape builder? Yep. I could probably just go in here. We'll see. If we can select and unlock my rabbit lines. We'll see if this works. I'll select this and the rabbit lines. And nope. But I should be able to use this to remove it. There we go. It looks like my rabbit is wearing a weird outfit right now, but I think it'll be okay once I add in the fluffy lines and adding more highlights. Lighten these a bit. I'm gonna make this darker. I'm gonna make this darker. Unicorn says that the shading looks good. It looks pretty good so far. It needs a little bit of adjustment. Like there's something weird going on with the feet here that needs to be rectified. One way that I can fix that is to kind of do this. This is not cut. Nice, not weird. Okay. Now I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna cut this. Delete this. Richard would wear this as a shirt in the summer. I will take that as a compliment, Richard. And then we're gonna join this, and then we're gonna merge these. I'm just trying to make this, oh no, I want to merge it with this. Join, and then merge it with this. And then we can round this a bit. I'm just trying to like make that transition between those two shapes, the shading there consistent. I feel like it's like perfectly lined up. So I'm just cleaning up some of this area that I don't like. We'll do the same thing here. Cut, cut. Delete. Join, merge. Take this path. There we go. along this arm as well, there's gonna be probably a highlight that follows this. Join. And we'll do the same thing here. And then I'm going to add another bit of a highlight along here. Thinking about how that light is going to be catching the edge everywhere on this illustration. Right? Little details. I need to do the same thing over here. These are just kind of remnants from when I did that initial cut. It's very like summery, which is I did not set out to make a very like a super summery illustration when I did this, but it just kind of worked out that way. You can't have a surfing rabbit for the Lunar New Year without it kind of looking summery. You know what I mean? And then there'll be a little bit of a, this is where it's going to start to get tricky. There needs to be a highlight right along the edge of this as well. So we're going to have to start to enter in here. I know that I need to go back in and like clean up, make the edges of the shadows fluffy, but one thing at a time. I want to see how this looks. There we go. That's pretty good. This actually probably should extend wider on the side over here. And should get thinner down here. So let's do that. Annika had to step out. I hope you feel better, Annika, if you don't, if you are out and I don't get to see you again in the chat. There I go, see you, even though I can't see you. I hope that you get better soon. Because that sounds like no fun. Alright, let's add some fluffiness to these lines. I actually think for these, I want them to be like this. You have to decide when you're working on something like this if you want those pieces to be like cut out or in. And hopefully that makes sense. Whether you want the, like these are cut out versus these are like sticking out. I guess is a better way to describe it. And this is not looking great over here. There we go. Let's see what this looks like. I just want to do a quick merge. I guess that's not very noticeable. Let's stick stick with the larger shape, but I have lost. There we go. I'm cheating it a little bit here because I don't want to spend forever adding fluffiness to this rabbit. One of these days I'm gonna make this into a brush for my sanity. And then I'll share it with you all. Oh, Merman, thank you for the follow. I haven't been paying much attention to my, oh, thanks for following. Let me double check and make sure I got everybody. Ooh. Oh, I did not. Hang on. Merman and Richard and, Thacker and Bartozzi or Bartozzi, let me know if that's how you pronounce that. Thank you all of y'all for the follow. Do a double thanks for the follow. I have to like turn my notifications along the side on and off all day long, and so sometimes I just accidentally leave them off and then I miss all of you lovely people following me during the stream, but I appreciate you all nonetheless. Someone yesterday was saying they were waiting for the donuts, so if that was you, I just released the donuts, so to speak. And regarding this sort of technique here with the fluffy lines, fluffy edges, really, I'm just trying to indicate the texture, right, of the rabbit's overall kind of like fur pattern. I don't like to get super detailed. I mean, like, you could go crazy with this, right? You could go really crazy and add a ton of details. I do not want to remove my line. Hold on. I don't like to, anyways, I don't like to go in and add too many lines, or it starts to get difficult to tell what's happening. I actually think for the top, I'm going to leave these like sticking out, and then for the bottom there, I think I'm gonna do the opposite. So I'm gonna invert what I've been doing. because I think this looks better, but down here, I'm gonna do the opposite. Bliss is here. Hey, Bliss. Bliss, I am now remembering this right now because you're joining the chat, but I meant to share with Corey, and it totally escaped my mind, your amazing looking steak from yesterday that you posted on social media. So, if you don't follow Bliss on Instagram, be sure to go check it out. Looked fantastic. Not gonna lie. Bliss, living your best life. Oh, Cora's going to check it out. Yep, looked good. So what I mean, I'm gonna cut these out from the inside this time. So we're gonna cut them out instead of leaving them sticking out. I hope that makes sense. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Kind of like that, but not quite. All versus Bliss makes me hungry on Instagram. Yeah, it's a fact. But Bliss also makes me hungry in chat. Bliss is always cooking something delicious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start to get finicky and do these by hand. Listen, hi Richard. We've got the Behand Spam Jam going on. Now I've added way too many of these. I don't know if I like that one, so I'm not going to add that one yet. There we go. And then I need to fix this top area, but that looks better. I want like a more like this shape. So let's just cut this out and then figure it out. There we go. It all works out in the end. That's kind of the shape I want there. Garrett's here. Saying hi to Bliss. Garrett's been here. And Bliss says it's just too cute. Thanks. I'm working on it. Facial expression worked out to our advantage, for sure. Nicholas says, I like how you did the surfboard and the wave also. On the wave also. That one, that took me a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I think I redid it like 4 times before I felt like I was actually satisfied with the way that it looked. So, thank you. That one was not particularly easy to work out. Sometimes it'd be like that. I actually had to flip it because it was not the right way before. What I think I'm gonna end up doing, and I don't think we're gonna get to it on stream because it's already 5:30 and we're still working through the rabbit and everything, is I need to add like more water, I guess. But I just wanted to get like the structure of the wave in position. Same with the surfboard. And then I need to figure out like, it's there. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but it's like in the right spot. You know, it's one of those things. I feel like some of this is just like really organized here. There we go. Will I animate this any? I mean, I could. We have everything still relatively separate, but, you know, it's already... I feel like I'm already behind Lunar New Year posting. So, the answer is to be determined. I guess. Do you all want me to animate it? Risky question. We need to do the mooncake and we need to do the water along with the rabbit, so we'll see. I feel like that's my theme for this year's holiday posting. Perpetually behind. I got so many projects I need to get up on my hands, everybody. It is a problem. I have a backlog of stuff to get on my hands. Did anybody do anything for the Lunar New Year? I know that we had people over yesterday, but the weather was less than cooperative here, at least. these. I actually think I want to do a larger highlight on this hand. I know it doesn't look good right now, but I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Actually, let's make it the same color as this. No, too light. Let's go. I just want a little highlight on this. Sorry, I got real quiet as I was concentrating here. Sunny rabbit. Nick saying, I plowed the driveway twice today. I'm too old for this. Yes, weather is something. I think the rabbit looks pretty good in terms of the shading detail. What does everybody else think? I think we should move on because I haven't touched the mooncake at all. Or the wave. I still have to do the head of the rabbit. Oh boy. Such is life. Let's make sure we get our groups all organized again. We have exactly 20 minutes. What can we accomplish? Should we finish the rabbit, or should we work on the mooncake? I don't know. Let's work on the mooncake. I feel like I need to make at least some progress on that. Alright, so... probably gonna use some of these spills. Top here. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just kind of like concentrating on what I'm doing with this design on the top here. I'm trying to like speed run it essentially. think I accidentally hit a keyboard shortcut. I don't know what it was. Okay, I think that's going to be light enough that it's not going to detract too much from the rabbit. I'm trying to add some details to give the mooncake some depth, sort of like how I said that earlier, like the parts of this design. The mooncake is like a little pastry that's got like a design. Usually they press the dough into these molds, and they fill them with like they're usually filled with like fruit, or they do one that's like nuts and seeds, but then at the center of it they have an egg yolk, which is really interesting, like a salted egg yolk. But yeah, they're sort of like completely perfectly like a hockey puck. Like that's the frame of reference in terms of the shape and everything. But they have these like raised sort of pieces and parts from the mold that they get put into. So our sun is a mooncake in the background, or maybe it's a moon. Maybe this is nighttime. But although I think this is definitely daytime. But there you go. There's your explanation of what a mooncake is. And I had intended these pieces here to be kind of like raised then, and they kind of like go back into the dough. And so now I have to kind of troubleshoot that. But anyways, we've got about 10 more minutes left. Richard says, looks amazing. Bliss says, I like it. So if you have any questions, please do ask. At this point, I'm just going to start keep working on the mooncake and see if I can sort of offset path this to quickly add a raised edge to the outside. We'll see. It kind of looks like raised off the surface. Center part's going to be a little bit more elaborate. This area here is going to be these shapes here. I'm going to have this come out, and I'm going to have another you'll see. I'm gonna add like a shadow that follows this. Oliver says, I heard Mooncake, thought you were talking about Final Space. LOL. What is Final Space? No, I don't know what that the reference is lost on me. I should have probably done this now that I've gotten to this point on this first one here, but let's see if we can rotate it anyways using the rotate trick. I'm going to alt click in the center. Let's see. 360 divided by 8. Copy. Yeah, we managed to make it work. There we go. It's a cartoon on Netflix. I guess I'm gonna have to check that out. A little bit of a shadow onto this. I'm not up with the times anymore. I feel like I'm the olds now. There we go. So cute. Little mooncake. Love it. I love this mooncake. Dry says, looks good, thanks. Richard's gotta go. Richard says, gotta go, dinner ready, see y'all, can't wait to see you next stream. Yeah, for those of you who are new to the stream, followed today, or just in general, always good to have a reminder that I stream on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I'm not sure we're gonna work on next week, because this will be done, theoretically. So I'm gonna figure that out before next week. It'll be a surprise. You just have to come and see what we're gonna work on. Because I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but you know. Sorry, I am yawning. Can we finish this in 5 minutes? The lines are tripping me up here. At least, can we finish this part that I'm working on right now? So, hope you come back next weekend, Richard. Would love to see you in the chat again. Appreciate you joining. Hope you had a good time watching me draw this little scene here, and then I can just kind of group all of this. Group. Oh, and unicorn's out too. That's okay, we're almost done, so you probably won't miss much. Just what we've got here. I know it is late for a lot of you, so I really appreciate you all always coming here and hanging out with me. Even when it's late. Oops, wrong button. Annika's been lurking because no typing. No worries. I do hope you feel better, Annika. I'm sure that everybody here will be in the chat tomorrow for your stream and cheering you on. So, well, we all know you'll be doing your best. Alright, there we go. There we go. That had some nice, like, depth to the background without competing too much with the rabbit, since we kind of fixed that contrast issue. But I think that's going to be it for now. You'll just be surprised to see how I handle the water, because we didn't get to it at all. But I think we got to everything else overall. This is, we managed to get this done. It was a last minute stream to create something for the Lunar New Year, and I think we were pretty successful, minus a couple of things that I want to finish and just kind of adjust, but, you know, pretty cool illustration, worked out. Thank you all for helping me through this with your suggestions and ideas. I really appreciate it. Everybody's saying hi again, Annika. Yeah, but that's going to be it for me for today. I'm going to be hopping off since it's 6. You'll just have to check this out on social media when I get it uploaded, and to Behance when I get uploaded along with the rest of my backlog of stuff that I need to get uploaded to Behance. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Let's go down the list here. First, I want to give a big shout out to all of the streamers in the chat, as always. We've got a bunch of people hanging out with us today. Annika will be streaming tomorrow on Adobe Live. Bliss, going down, Gareth, Odari, Sarah Mapes, Umacorn. Umacorn, Sarah Mapes, and Odari all make up the Saturday lineup, or Saturday, the weekend lineup, I guess. I guess that we all stream on Saturdays. Some of us stream both days, but, so those are the peeps you can check out and follow. If you want a full weekend full of live streamers to keep you entertained. But I also want to give a thank you to everybody who just hung out with me today. Aleem, Annika, Bartozzi, and we had Bliss, Christine, Corey, Frank. I don't know why I'm struggling with names right now. Gareth, Frank, you also host streams. So I guess, Frank, you are also a streamer. Gareth, I'm not gonna thank myself. Nick, Odari, Oliver, Richard, Sarah Mapes, Stein. It was nice to have you in the chat today, Stein, and Thacker, and Unicorn. Thanks, Stein and Richard, for chatting up today. It's always nice to have conversation going, and I love answering questions. So, Roy says, thanks, Mod Squad. Thanks, all the peoples. Yeah, I have to update my cool stuff from the moderators to include Bliss and Odari's links. I need to make like a note to do that. I'm gonna make a note right now before I get off stream. Anyways, I'll be back next week. If you follow me on social or here on Behance, I post my schedule every week, and you'll get notified when I go live if you follow me on Behance. And but I always stream on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and it's not working. Add Odari and Bliss. Okay. To mod description. This is live. You're getting it live. We also have an event coming this week. If you are in the product servers, Adobe product servers, video Photoshop, Illustrator, Creative Careers. I think that's it offhand. Then you can come and do the Create Together event. The theme is Best of 2022, so draw something around that theme. And there are prizes happening. So, of course, it's a good song to end on. Is this Corey Kitchen? Is that why? Yeah, it is. Corey Menu. I don't know why I said Corey Kitchen. Anyways, come and make some artwork for the Create Together event. That is happening on Wednesday of this week. Yeah. That's it. That's all the announcements I've got. Watch Annika's stream tomorrow. Go support Annika since Annika's having the time. And I'll see you all next weekend. I hope you have a great week. Bye, everyone.